And we're back. We're live with day 2 of the Things That Suck 30-day project I got going on here. Today is day number 2. Today we're going to talk about inflation, how much inflation sucks. Cheers to everybody's in the chat already. We got Mick, Pete, Robin's out there, Thomas, Mike, Carrier. How you guys doing, man? We're doing good today. So inflation, we have to define inflation. Now, a lot of people are confused about inflation, right? Inflation is basically the price of goods outstripping the purchasing power of the currency in the area you're in. A literal definition from Investopedia says inflation is the decline of purchasing power of a currency over time. A quantitative estimate of the rate at which decline in purchasing power occurs can be reflected in the increase of an average price of a level of basket of selected goods and services in the economy over some period of time. The rise in prices, which is often expressed as a percentage, means that a unit of currency affected buys less than it did in prior periods. Inflation can be contrasted with deflation, which occurs when the purchasing power of money decreases over time and prices decline. So we've never really had a period of deflation. Maybe a little bit in the 90s maybe, but it's always been inflation. Now, typically, during a shitty economy, stuff goes up in price and the dollar just stays the same. So, for example, think about, we talked yesterday about the fast food ads, but think about 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 years ago when they had the dollar menu. Dollar menu lasted throughout time. It was there from the 80s, 90s, and it kept going. Now, inflation recently, there's no more dollar menu. You got the value menu. So you're not starting out, with a lot more power. You're losing money. And the cause of inflation is so multifaceted right now. Like you're having, I've never seen it. I've been around since 76. I have memories of, the 80s and 90s and stuff like that. And I mean, people harken back to the early 80s when President Carter was in there. But that was a period of what's called stagflation, meaning they were trying to raise interest rates to slow it down, but the inflation kept coming. Stagnant inflation is what term for. We're kind of not entering that. We might if they keep raising interest rates for housing and whatnot. But I mean, at the end of the day, dude, inflation does suck. Like, if anybody out there is trying to buy a house right now, and I don't know how it is over in the UK, but here or anybody else in the world, but in the States, like if you're trying to buy a house, you have to pretty much stalk the house like the day it drops, make an offer on it. Sometimes you got to offer more than the asking price. Sometimes you have to pay cash. A lot of these cash house offers are coming in. What's up, P-Wiz? How you doing? So like if you got a house and you're paying cash for it, if you have that kind of money, you're not going to worry about anything regardless. So like how are these people, who are coming into the economy, starting to grow, how are they going to get a house? How are they going to afford it because of inflation? It's just not going to happen. Like think about if you're starting out, right? And you're working, 20, say you got a job that pays $25 an hour or whatever. So you want to go out and buy a house. They want you to save some money down. If you don't have like a military job where you can get no money down, or it's not like a first-time home buyers thing or whatever. Mike Cruz, what's up, buddy? How you doing, man? Just chilling. We're doing for those just joining us, I was disapproved for the monetization on YouTube a couple days ago. So this is my 30 days of things that suck project. Every day for 30 days in a row, we're gonna do a half-hour show of things that suck in this world. It's all first world conveniences and whatnot, but because if at the end of the day you got to vent. This is a good way to vent, just to say things that suck in this world right now. But I'll tell you, yeah. So think you're out there buying a house for $20, or say you're making $25 an hour, and you go out there and buy a house. Say a house is $250,000 is the housing price in your area. That's what you're probably gonna need in this area to get a house. At least I would say come in. If you don't want to buy in the city, you want to buy in the suburbs, you're looking at least $200,000, sometimes $250,000. For you to save up that kind of money working at $25 an hour, I mean, if they want to save 10, 20%, that's 10%. Even 10% of $200,000 is fucking $20,000. How the hell are you supposed to pay rent and save? You're just not, man. So inflation's really killing it on the back end. What they need to do, is with the housing stuff, they need to stop people from buying more than one home what's happening is a lot of these guys with a lot of money, right? They're just going up and snacking up all the houses. So like say somebody dies, put the house up. Nobody wants the house, but I could buy that house for whatever. And they just turn it into an Airbnb. Okay. The oh, shit. Sorry guys, just knocked down my microphone there. Bear with me here. All right, so yeah, so you got to. I'm chilling, my guy. I'm chilling. I already answered that. Yeah, so if you're out there buying a house, dude, you really need to fucking save up so much money. And with the rentals the way they're going, I don't think it's possible with this inflation, man. Like if I wanted to go out and get an apartment right now, you know, this is in Cleveland, and dude, in Cleveland, it's a really cheap area. Like Cleveland compared to the rest of the country, I mean, it's like if you're from Canada, how you got Toronto. What's up, buddy? If you're, say you're from Canada, right? You go from Toronto, like Toronto is 10 times more expensive than Cleveland. Even like Cleveland's more expensive or less cheaper than, I mean, it's one of the top, I would say top 5, 10 cheapest markets in the area for housing. Yeah, but even here, dude, if you're making $15 an hour, you got no shot at buying a house. Not one. Back in the 80s, it was, or back in 2000, 2005, 6, 7, 8, it was a lot different. Houses were available for purchase. Anybody could get credit by it, but man, the inflation is pricing everybody out. And also too, go to the supermarket, man. A lot of you guys are cooks, right? You guys are barbecue channels. Maybe not anybody in the chat right now, but we follow a lot of barbecue channels, right? Look at that price of meat, boy. Look at that price of meat. I mean, go out and buy a thing of ribs right now, raw ribs. I'm not talking like, you know, fucking cheap ribs. I'm talking just good ribs from the store. You're gonna spend out the ass. It's not worth it. 2-3 times a month. And this is only getting worse. The inflation is only getting worse. You can't, with gas prices I just saw it down the road today. And I know you UK guys pay more. But dude, I just saw gas at like $6.50 a gallon for diesel. That's a lot in this country, man. Diesel was only a couple bucks a gallon a couple years ago. I mean, everything runs by either, you know, train or truck or something like that. And it's all using a lot of diesel fuel. And they got to pass the cost on somewhere. And these truckers ain't fucking taking it themselves. So what's going to fucking happen is these truckers are going to be like, can't drive it. Can't drive it anymore. Christy, what's up? So there's going to be a shortage of truckers. If there's a shortage of truckers, you're not going to get the goods. If you don't get the goods, the prices go up because there's scarcity. And that further drives inflation. So this ain't going to get any better anytime soon. We're going to need some corrective action. I mean, typical corrective actions for inflation, you raise interest rates. That'll help a little bit. They're already doing that. And basically, you just need to produce more and get this shit down. But, I mean, who's going to work? Who's going to work? This whole generation. Jason, what's up, buddy? How you doing, man? Thanks for coming out, bro. This whole generation, I mean, not even just this generation, just, I mean, the COVID dynamic really killed a lot of work ethics. Like, I mean, people are like, why am I going to go out here and do this and not get paid? And then, which is fine, because like a couple years ago, we were looking at $15 an hour. This is right. This is so true. Surgeons rate, there's already a shortage of truckers. For one, truckers can't smoke weed, which, I mean, up for debate on that, but like, nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to stay at home, stay away for 3-4 weeks. Even if it's a local job, I mean, you're still dealing with traffic. If you're an owner operator, how are you going to make money at $6.50 a gallon? You're just not. You're just not, man. Gossip, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Yeah, so it's like, I mean, how are you going to find these? And also, too, in this country, man, we de-glamorized the shit out of those careers, like trucking, anything in transportation industry, trades. Like, we pound into the kids when they're growing up. Yo, you need to go to college. You need to get a degree. And not everybody can do that, man. Not everybody can be up there and get a degree and work in an office. We need people to drive the trucks. We need people to pick up the garbage, put plumbing in, put electrical wires around. And these people should get paid. Yeah, that's the thing too, guys. Like, look at Amazon, the way they treat the truckers. I mean, they got these back in the day, it was whatever. You came in, we did. You had paper logs. It was cool. Nowadays, they got GPS and everything's tracked wherever you go. If you're there for too long, they're going to dock you. These truckers look at their trucks loaded and they don't get paid while they're sitting there getting their trucks loaded. There could be a backlog of fucking 8 trucks sitting there for 10 hours. Nope, not getting paid. How are these guys going to make money? How are they going to put the fucking meal on the table? If they even have a family at this point. You don't. If you're a trucker, you're not having a family. No way. I couldn't do that to my kid. Could you see being out there every day, every night, not seeing your kids? Imagine if you got kids. Like, actually, that's probably a shit subject for some of you because some of you probably don't get to see your kids every day. But Imagine if you were, a dad or a mom, and you didn't get to see your kids every night. No way, man. No way. $15 an hour, and people. It's truckers. I mean, it's ridiculous with the trucker pay scale. Truckers in this economy, truckers should all get over $100,000 a year. They really should. Are people willing to pay for that though? I mean, probably not. Everybody's. It's in a capitalist society. Everybody is cost cutting. They cut costs, and if you got the bigwigs out there who don't understand, dynamics of how people work, they're just a number to these people, man. Truckers are just a number. Service workers are just a number. You're a hot body. What happens when the hot bodies are gone? There's nobody else to replace them. Look at Amazon right now. As you guys know, we got a guy in the show named Don. He does not afraid to admit it, so I can say it. He works at Amazon, and it's just horrible. I mean, they work you 70 hours a week to put your mandatory overtime. I mean, they basically work you until you quit, and they entice the next generation to come in with $20 an hour in overtime. I mean, it's cool for a little bit for younger people. But if you're out there and you're 50, and you can't barely walk, you ain't trying to work in Amazon 70 hours a week. Imagine working a 12-hour shift and coming back to your freaking house. I mean, some of these guys they get off a 12-hour shift and they come home, they shower up, they eat, and go right to bed. And they get up in the morning, go right back to work. That is not a life, dude. You can't. I mean, throughout the whole week, you're just going to sleep all. I mean, you can't got no time to go to doctor's appointments. You got no time to fucking mow the lawn. You got no time to see your girlfriend, whatever you got. You just can't keep working people like that. Selling hand jobs for 40, but you got to raise up to 50. See, it's out even for sex workers. It's rough out there. Yeah, it's just over the road is so bad, man. I've got a lot of buddies who are truckers, man. My buddy Kramer's a trucker, buddy Danny's a trucker, a couple of my other good buddy Don's a trucker. They love it, but I mean, man, you can see the toll takes on some of these guys. You go out there in the heat. That's warehouses. Let's turn like a trucker book station. I mean, truckers are the backbone of everything that runs. Like without the trucks, you're not getting the product anywhere. It's nowhere. In a country as big as the United States, you can't have distro facilities in every state. You just can't. You got to have trucks to transport shit. If you got nobody to transport it, what do you do? Have automated trucks? Yeah, good luck on that. The first time a fucking automated truck kills somebody, you're just going to, across the board, get banned. No way. Yeah, John, what's up, buddy? How you doing, man? We're chilling up here. B says you can make $20 an hour at the pool. Yeah. I mean, if you're willing to work right now and you have the capabilities, man, there's infinite job opportunities. I mean, it really is. I've never seen that part in an economy like that. I mean, and I get it too. Like people want the good jobs. And if you got a good job, good paying job, when I say good paying job, now for a good paying job, you got to come in with benefits and start at 20, 25 an hour. Even for the low end shit, those people ain't going to be on your radar. Gas station up the street's $115 an hour. That's a $9 job. $9 an hour job a couple years ago. I mean, that's inflation right there. And they still ain't got people, still got open interviews. That's how it is out there, man. I feel sorry for people starting a business right now. I really do. Because like if you start a small business and you need help back in the day, you could hire some local teams. Whatever. The kids don't want to work now. Which, I mean, the parents, what happens is there's not a lot of kids out there. The people ain't having kids no more. They're not. People just ain't having kids. And what happens is they don't want their babies to go out there and get the jobs like we did. Back in the day, I had a paper out when I was 10. Every morning, man, 5 o'clock in the morning, out there hustling papers. I'd pull the wagon out door to door, throw the paper on there. They don't got that no more. There's no jobs for kids. So kids just don't either, one, have a work ethic, or two, they just don't fucking care. They just don't. Well, they go out there and get a job when mom and dad just get money. And I get it. I mean, I wouldn't want my baby out there. I got 3 kids of my own. You guys know I won't want them out there getting yelled at in some shit job. But I mean, at the end of the day, you got to have some kind of work ethic. You got to. If we don't increase the work ethic in this country, this inflation is going to get worse. We can't spend our way out of it. Saw what happened in the fucking stimulus package. That's the main crawl of this inflation right here. We gave too much money to people, and they had nothing to spend it on. The stuff that was able to spend it on just got drove through the roof. And then other people just put it all in the crypto. And look what happened there. We're damn ridiculous. Gossip says the rich wake up at 4, the lazy make excuses to get up at 10. That's so true. That's so true, dude. The earlier you get up in the morning, man, the more productive you're going to be all day. You really are. Now, if you got like a nightlife job, you're a bartender, sex worker, whatever, rock and roll, and you've got to be up at night, different story, obviously. Different story. But that's a whole thing. But if you're talking regular business world out here, you got to be up early, man, because the early brings the warm, especially consider this business, YouTube. You know what I mean? You have to, like, if I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm still live at 5 or 9 o'clock in England. I mean, you gotta get up early. If I got up at fucking 9 o'clock here, that's fucking 2 o'clock in England, or a day's half over. You know what I mean? If I was trying to get that audience, etc. Jason says inflation was also caused by the government. Yes, dude, they give so much bailouts to businesses, man. It's corporate America, really. The corporations got more power than the citizens do at this point, than the government. Let's be real. I mean, we want to talk about inflation, but we want to talk about corporate control over shit. Dude, fucking look at how it is out there. Yeah, no free speech on Facebook and stuff like that. Corporations run shit. And people are like, oh, well, it's a private platform, but I know I heard them in this before, but like, dude, social media is the new town square. It is. Social media is what drives the country now. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, etc., Instagram. I'm not going to say the TT word, but you know, it's what people talk about when you deplatform people. They ain't got a voice, and we need to address that. I mean, that's a kind of a sidebar from inflation, but I mean, it's kind of a direct result. People are fighting all the time. They don't want to talk to each other, and they just pay money for shit to go away. Boom. Yeah, the unemployment was the thing, Christy. What they're doing, what they did that time was everybody didn't get the job. And it was nice for people who didn't have it. You know, they calculated that too. If you notice that amount, that $600 a week or whatever, it comes out to exactly $15 an hour, exactly. And that's what they wanted to begin with. So I think that's why they did that amount. But yeah, after that, it's like, okay, people are like, oh shit, I'm worth this. Why the fuck am I gonna go back to work for $200 a week, $300 a week, you know, whatever, working for tips, etc. I mean, they're not gonna do it. They're not. Why would you? If I was out there, that's the thing too, man, is with the workers. You know, we could sugarcoat it all day. We can. You know, oh, we're lazy, this and that. We all have gotten lazy since the pandemic. Be real, I have too. But like, until you make the conditions better for people, you're just not gonna do it. You know, I mean, why would you go out there and work for Burger King right now? Why would you go out there and work for Walmart or Forever 21? Make hundreds of dollars a day for this fucking shit company. They don't care about you. But else you're working to your bones fucking brittle. You know what I mean? And it's like you can't go out there and get fucking your own business. You got to hustle for your own business. You got to work. Some of these small business owners, dude, they work 16, 17, 18 hours a week. Or a day, 17 hours a week. Those are the ones everybody wants, right? Work at home for $10 a week, and you get paid. Then that doesn't work. It doesn't work, man. I'm going to show you guys a little secret with these small businesses, bro. They're all the ones that have to sell people stuff like, oh, here's a, you know, you sell this, it's all bullshit. Like, you gotta, if you don't have your own shit you're selling, 99% of the time you're gonna make money on it. You're not. I mean, why? Like, say you got Avon, or say you got Beachbody, or one of these fucking multi-level marketings. You go out there, all you're doing is taking money from your friends and redistributing it. You're not getting extra money. People who are popular in that, they're popular in those programs. They fucking get all the money at the top. You don't get none of the money at the bottom. And you're selling all your friends down the river. No, your friends want to buy that shit. No way, man. You got to come in competitive, dude. Yeah, I mean, it's true. Everybody makes it's based on your bank account. Gamer, what's up, buddy? How you doing? We had people take the layoff instead of work. I didn't because they're afraid they won't hire me back. Damn. Yeah, that's crazy, dude. If I was making 23 an hour, I would probably take $6,000 a month. But I mean, if it was, I would come right back. I mean, I don't know. Just I mean, we also can't not talk about this and not mention the war in Ukraine. I mean, that's cutting off the supply and gases for coming in with the British oil or with the Russian oil and all that. So that's a contributing factor. But combined with, just the natural downturns too. Let's also be real. I mean, we haven't had a recession since 08, 09, whatever. And I bought this house in 09, like right at the peak of the recession. And the economy has just gone up ever since then. Like we was talking, usually every year with the economy in the States, it'll go up for about 8 years, down for a couple of years for a recession and back up. But what they were doing, they were just pumping money and money and money. They just kept giving these corporations more money. And the market just kept going up and up and up and up and up. And it's so artificially inflated, man, right now, the market is. It's going to drop, dude. It's going to drop a lot. I lost a little bit of my TSP through a savings plan at work. She used to be like 100-some thousand. Now it's under 90. I mean, it's went down, bro. Went down a lot. It says Congress just passed 300. Yeah. Oh, dude, the school thing, man. I mean, that's another thing too, dude. They scared. We're gonna really sidetrack on that part, but like they said, these kids who are in the school, a lot of these kids don't want to leave the house no more. Pandemic freaked them out. Think about this. I mean, if you're 5 years old right now or 7 years old, that's like half of your life, a third of your life was spent locked up in the house, wearing a mask, told don't touch people. The second you're disconnected from people and intimacy, hugs, handshakes, high fives, kisses, whatever, you're losing touch with humanity. You need that physical contact. People not doing that, people not going out there saying hi to people, acting like they're too good for people, whatever. You got to still get out there in the economy and go out there and that's the thing too. Is it's a spending economy. 2/3 of the United States economy is different in other countries, obviously, but 2/3 of the United States economy is run on consumer spending, man. If you're not out there spending, it's going to suck. And what's going to happen is, they're going to price everything out to where to travel this summer. Go ahead and try to book something this summer. Go ahead. See what availability you got. Everything's gone. It's gone. If the places, the working shortage is hitting these resort areas, go to Cedar Point, go to the amusement park right now. You're talking, Laz, what's up, bud? I didn't say hi to you earlier. You're talking a long ass wait. You might see 3-4 rides in a day. Hey, who's gonna pay that? Nobody will. What's gonna happen is eventually they'll hit the head where people are just like, you know what, we're just not gonna do it. Why am I gonna go out there and spend all this money for subpar entertainment? And if that hits, then then there might be some deflation to go down a little bit. But honestly, I don't. They can tame it in, but Lone Star, what up? What up? Does anybody really have like a hope for the economy going forward? I don't. At least until the next election. And I know we don't get political here, but I'm gonna let you guys in a little secret, okay? You can hate Biden and you can hate Trump. They're both not good. They both don't give a fuck about you. Neither one of them. All right? You can forward that to everybody. Neither one of those guys gives a fuck about you. Okay? Just saying it. Take for that what you will, but none of those guys gives a shit about you, bro. Not one of them. They don't. And Congress, they don't give a fuck about you either. Congress has been in there. How many congressmen been in there? 34 years. 50 years, some of these guys. Whole lives. They ain't done shit. They don't care because they're in a fucking predefined district. They can't get voted out. Your vote means nothing to these people. It doesn't. It's we still got to keep voting though, because in the constitutional republic, the only way to fucking combat shit is to fucking have revolutions. That's why we still have the Second Amendment. That's why we still have freedom of speech. You have that, you always have hope. There's always some hope. It may not be immediate hope. It might take a long time. It might take a couple years. But I'll tell you what, man. We came out. Americans in the Western world. We're resilient people. We really are. We came out of the Great Depression and the whole world looked better after that. People don't realize how bad the Depression was, man. Look it up. People just living in homes with no floors. That's bullshit. Years and years of days and days of crops dry, nothing there. Then it took a fucking world war, killed millions and hundreds of millions of people to rectify that shit. I'm not saying we're going to do that, but, over time, this too shall pass. Like, we're not going to be sitting here in the year 2030, and God, I hope not. But we're not sitting here in the year 2030 like, if these damn Republicans and Democrats, no, that system just needs to go. It's clear that they've manipulated the system to where they can just do what they want without being representative of the people in the republic. We don't need that. We need people in the republic representative of the people in the republic, not a bunch of fucking elitists on the coast. You know what I mean? You really don't. So basically what you guys got to do, man, you got to go out there. Just love your fellow man. It's the only way to really get past this. You can, everybody's doing bad right now, dude. Everybody is. Even people who got money are feeling it. You cannot not. Back in the day, you could just whatever with the economy because there's always other options to spend money. But when you got money and there's nothing to spend it on, there's supply shortages everywhere. That's just a crazy issue. But there's still a lot of latent money sitting on the sidelines because you still got a lot of people who just couldn't spend money. What am I going to spend money on this summer? I'm going to go fucking spend $300 extra for a night for a hotel just to get out. I'll just stay at the house. I'll make do. So once we figure through, you just have to have some concessions, though, man. If you go up to the store, they might be out of something that day. They might be closed. They might have no workers. Whoopity sniggle. I can't get the fucking pizza on Tuesday. I'll wait till Wednesday. That's the little stuff we're gonna have to deal with. Honestly, is it really that bad? Do these places need to be open fucking 11 to fucking 2 every day for say a bar or something? They can close on a Monday. I'm not gonna give a shit. Give the guys a day off. We need to have better protection for workers. That's the thing. If you got a good working environment and you give people compensation, they typically will do a good job. But if they're going out there and there's nothing to work for, go out there, bust my ass. Why? So I can come home and die. Yeah, that's not hope. It's not dreams. It's not the American dream. It's not the world dream, Western dream. It's not what we work for. It's not all these people died in wars for. Fucking fought all these dictators. They didn't. They fought those wars so we could get along, so we could have fun. fucking not just go out there spending $6 a gallon for gas or diesel and whatever. I mean, having the dollar menu upended. You know, we go back to yesterday with the apps. Can't tell me them apps ain't causing inflation too. I mean, the price of fucking everything else is up because of the apps. The apps is just a backdoor way of tracking what you buy, so they can have more market analysis trends, so they can get more of your fucking money and selling your data. That data selling, you watch that data selling. You mark my words on that. There's gonna be, once we get some competent fucking people in Congress and the government, people under 50, whatever, under 60 even maybe, but people who understand and know technology and know that the way that we let fucking corporations sell and market our data, that's our data. We should have that. We, meaning me and you, right there in the camera watching this, 20 people, beautiful people watching right now, we should have control of our data. We should be able to sell our data, not these companies. And they are fucking selling our data, bro. Look it up. Look it up if you don't believe me. This isn't Edibles talking. Look up competent resources. They will tell you they are selling our fucking data all over the place. And if you ever wonder why, like, you know, you talking a private conversation about Prilosec, and next thing you know, on your fucking Facebook feed, there's 4 Prilosec ads. That's how they're doing it. That's how they're doing it. I mean, here we go. This is how we do it. You want inflation? Inflate these nuts. I like it. I like it. Here we go. Chrissy says, I have the biggest house, paid $83,000. According to Zillow, it's valued at $250K though. Jesus. Yeah, mine is I paid $94 for my house. And I think the Zillow was like fucking $180. Like, this house isn't worth $180,000. There's no way. I've seen that, and I've heard that was just I've seen that picture. I've heard that picture though was not doctor, but like that was the Canada price. I'm not sure on that. Even then, I mean, I wouldn't blame Arizona Tea if they raised their prices. I mean, if the price of aluminum, or as you guys call in the UK, aluminium or whatever the fuck, the price of that's gone through the roof. So I mean, it is what it is on that. I mean, it did too. I mean, it's $1. You know, I'm not going to bitch about. Some people got really upset over the dollar store increasing to $1.25. You get all upset about that, not upset about fucking paying 3 times the price you did for fucking chicken wings. I challenge you guys right now to go to Pizza Hut's website. Don't order anything. Just go on the website. See how much a 6-pack or 12-pack of wings in your area is, okay? It was like $22 last time for a 12-pack of wings. $22 for some fucking chicken wings, bro. Dude, no way. What has to happen is we need people to work those farms. Let's be real. Nobody watching this conversation is ever going to work a farm. We're not. We are not going to work a farm. Joey Edibles, Ezra, Christy, B-Wiz, none of you motherfuckers are going to go out there and work on a farm. No way. No way. Not in 2022. We bust your ass. We're too old for that shit. So we need people to work these farms. We need to automate it, maybe. But, like, it's going to be a rough summer, guys, with this inflation, man. I don't I mean, I'm not a doomsdayer. I'm not. I always try to give it to you straight. And obviously, who am I? You know, who am I? I'm just one guy talking. But I've been around for a while, and I've studied a lot of shit. I know a lot of people. You know, I mean, I don't see that the rest of the summer's going to be rough. It's just going to be rough. You just going to have to have a couple staycations and kick it with friends. If somebody has a camper, hey, yeah, I'll come out for the weekend. Just take advantage of that shit like that. Because if you want to go to Hilton, good luck going to Hilton Head in a month. There's fucking 85,000 people on every road, and all the hotels are sold out. You're not going to have fun with that. You're not going to have fun with it. All right. Doof says, how effed up is it your mom and dad probably pay for? Yeah. 4-bedroom house, work 5 days a week. And we came and think about that. That's a good point. Think about the 50s standard of living, right? Yeah. A mom, a dad, you know, the dad could go out and work at a regular job, accountant, GM, whatever, come home, afford a house like my house. This house was built in the 40s, 50s, whatever. So just like that, mom could stay at home. The kid, and you'd have money to have a car in the driveway and fucking go on vacation every year. You can't do that anymore. You just can't, bro. Inflation has killed it to the point where, I mean, look at fucking schools, dude. Look how much expensive universities are, bro. I can't sit here with a straight face and tell somebody to go to college right now in 2022. The value's not there. You're not going to get this. The return on investment. You're paying some fucking professor to the apathy about the world when all that knowledge is online. You can get that shit all online, man. You really can. So, I mean, so if you're asking me my predictions, I'd say the rest of the summer is going to suck. We'll probably bottom out at the end of the year. Maybe after Christmas season 2023, you'll start picking up. Elections will have a lot to do with it. I don't know. I mean, you can make the wildest prediction in the world. It never comes true, man. But it's just all over the place, man. It's I'll tell you what, though. I hope they do raise the but they need to change that consumer price index to include gasoline, because, like, you know, if they say you're on fixed income and they only raise your shit 6%, but gas goes up 20%. You know what I mean? I don't know. So they need to figure that shit out too. But it's not going to be easy. So, I mean, so to sum up things that suck, the economy or the inflation, it just sucks. It's just a huge shit sandwich. You're going to have to take a bite. Oh, we got a question in the thing here. It says, guess who I'm with? You're with somebody in Portland because she's in Portland. So I'm going to have to say Dave Navarro. Dave Navarro, maybe? I don't know. Let us know in the chat who you think Ski Girlie's with. That's crazy, man. Yeah, you just gotta go up there. And that's another thing too. A lot of us have been ordering, man. I know I have. I really know I have. I got a lot of shit. You guys know, got a lot of shit. And that's true. I don't look bloated. I shave my head. Boom, boom. But yeah, it's like, yeah, I mean, the prices, it is what it is, bro. I mean, you're just gonna have to suck it up, man. We're gonna have to suck it up. All right, everybody. Thanks for coming out. I appreciate it. Tomorrow is day 3, and we're going to do the fact that sucks being a Cleveland Browns fan. Now, this one will be easy because I've been a Browns fan my whole life, and goddamn does it suck. But as always, thanks for coming out, guys, and we'll talk to you later.